you be spending the night?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us? At least for a few days.
But of course. We have 2 free rooms. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother cleaning them.
Tread light.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You don't seem like an ordinary innkeeper to me.
And what else would I be, eh?
Oh, come on. A tavern in the middle of nowhere, yet always full. And full of rogues on top of that.
Me? I'm but an honest man.
An honest-to-God fence, eh?
How dare you?
Ah, stop with the mummery. Are you afraid I'll turn you in? You think I want someone sniffing around here? It's in my best interest to keep my trap shut.
All right, then. Pretending to be a poor old innkeeper was getting bloody old anyhow. If you ever find any lost items, bring them to me, and I'll take care of the rest.
I reckon the 2 of us will get along just fine.
I'm glad to hear it. In that case, you're always welcome here.
I have a question.
Ask away.
Why is this place called the Devil's Den?
Why do you think? Take a look at the regulars. They're all rogues, cutthroats, and smugglers.
Would you prefer the noble elite?
Well, I didn't want to attract any unwanted attention, but the hopping hair never really caught on.
Devil's Den sounds better anyway.
Maybe so, but it doesn't really instill trust in folks.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's trouble with demons in Old Cudner. There was a great tragedy one time in the mine near there. The ground collapsed. There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club in Horsham. Maybe they'll let you into their circle. And then Smolka, she's the one who runs the bathhouse. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety, that he wanted to take her somewhere else. And Smolka wouldn't have it. But when he offered to pay, you know how it is. These days, every groschen counts.
Was he a fucking pig?
If only that.
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened, but it wasn't pretty. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises.
Who was this fella?
The way Smolka described him to me. He must have come with... I've seen a few of those.
Have you any idea where I could find...
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandoned dugout, just outside the forest.
I'll take care of him.
I'm glad to hear it. And don't spare him. A lot of scum is coming here, but enough is enough. When you're done with him, go to see Smolka at the bathhouse. She'll be glad to have one less thing to worry about. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. What's new around?
Well, if there was something... I'll have a...
I'd like to discuss...
Sure.
How's this?
Look, offer... Aye. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Well, sir...
Come here, boy. Quick! Quick! Go!
Back off before I kill you!
Nothing. He's not listening again.
Clear off! Fuck you, whoreson!
Victory or death!
Bloody
Look what I have for you. Here, mutt. Aye, come here. Quick! Whoa! Whoa! Ka!
Must be the right place, mustn't it?
What are you looking for?
Oh, I found this parchment close by, and if you ask me...
What, exactly?
All right, well, I'm hoping it...
Well, how about you show it to me?
Well, all this, you'll give it back straight, or I'll let...
Don't worry.
Get...
I hate to be the bearer of...
What?
This is no map.
What?
Well, I thought it was odd just from the parchment and the lines.
Fuck, you might as... Go!
Whoa!
Are you gonna start blubbering again and tell on us?
What's going on?
They took the treats our gaffer brought us from the mine.
Trees?
Honey cakes. We didn't pilfer anything from you. It was
But he always buys 3.
we had to do everything ourselves, so nothing.
It's your fault you didn't wait.
Look, just settle.
No worries.
Hey, give it back.
Oh what? Yeah. Oh what? Good boy.
A bit longer.
Do it again if you
That's-
don't.
What can I do for?
Get you.
Why did you do that?
Ah! Hey,
Nice hit. Good. I still can't quite do that.
It's filthy again. Damn it. Well, this doesn't seem too bad. Oh well. Now just this.
My God, what's taking so long?
I'll be right there. Why is this all sticky? Very much.
An ale, as usual.
This day is never ending. Ugh, what a mess.
Here we are. Good. Aye. Not a bad day. Why is this all sticky? I'll be right with you.
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table? God bless you.
Go!
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Sigismund's army came through here. Not again. What can I do for you?
Treadlight told me what happened here the other day.
Don't remind me of that. I've never seen a girl so badly beaten in my life. She's very lucky she survived. A plague on him.
Don't worry. He got what he deserved. Me, not the plague, I mean.
So, he's gone.
Aye. Your girls can rest easy now.
Really? Me and my girls are eternally grateful.
Don't even mention it.
But I will. And we know how to be grateful. From now on, you will get a nice discount.
Aye, take care.
What'll it be?
I'll have a look at you. I'd like to discuss... Satisfied?
You'll have to make... Aye. Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir. What do you...
I'd like...
Certainly.
I'd like to get to know what...
Don't worry.
I can't wait.
Excellent.
Let's talk...
Certainly.
How's this?
You... Excellent.
Don't worry, lad, it happens. I'll keep it to myself. Next time, we'll take care of it right away.
Heal! Aye, come here. Go! Quick! Quick! Whoa! Whoa! What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now, but I can tell you.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn. Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it, then?
It's an arrow. Well, it used...
Ah. Now, I heard of a bloke who took an arrow to the knee.
Ha! To the knee. That's nothing. You could go dancing the next day with a scratch like that. But have you ever heard of anyone who took one to the head and lived to tell the tale? Well, you have. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't the slightest bit odd.
And what's so extraordinary?
One thing that's extraordinary is we are... How about you tell me who you are?
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because
You said that.
thing is, You don't believe me? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, no wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me. They haven't a
Well, that could very well be a coincidence.
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift from God. This arrow here blessed me.
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't matter. It's still a gift from God.
Do you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off.
Easy! Easy now! I was just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic tip.
No, I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like...
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed?
Well, I suppose I'll take care of my people. I'm a good person.
I understand.
Exactly, lad. Me and my lads got ourselves into about enough chat. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and
And what's in it for me? Will I get a reward?
you youngsters is all the same. You should help you.
True. But good deeds won't buy me an ale at the tavern.
All right, then. If you help him...
What's in these sacks?
Just stuff what folk leave like these days. Everyone locks up their cottages, and then they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get...
Yeah, that's true. Wet charcoal doesn't burn very well. Good thing you took. And what are you going to do with...
What do you mean? It's so...
Well, I can't let you lug them all...
Glad to hear it. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. A man can be invincible and blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
You're probably not a monk, are you? What are you, then? A bandit?
Ha! A bandit? It don't sound too good when you say it out loud. Bandit. Do you know who the real bandits are, in my opinion?
I don't.
Them lords, what hold their protective hand over us. They stuff themselves to bursting, hunt in the forests, start wars, and the ordinary folk has to do all the work for them. And when you get in their way, they string you up or beat you like a dog. Not even the worst bandit behaves like that. That's what people should be whipped for in the stocks, not for hunting a deer in some noble's forest, or picking something up here and there. We're just trying to survive is all.
How do you manage to survive?
That depends. Sometimes it's all right, other times it's brutal. Whenever we do a job, we put our necks on the line. But we only ever take enough to survive. And we never kill nobody. Well, unless it's really necessary, of course. But I suppose you're right. We're bandits. And sometimes it really fucks me off.
This sack really is heavy. How much further is it?
We're getting close. Hang in there.
dropped that sack over there, but... Look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. May God's favor be with you. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. The Lord be with you.
Everyone here! We've got a test here! Now you're gonna get it! Suck my cock! Ah! I've been warned!
Do it! Take that! I'll sort you out nicely.
You're no match for try me? You won't be able to take another one like that.
Fuck yourself!
Everyone here! We've got to get You're in for an arse kicking, you piece! Don't fuck with us, you wretch! I've been waiting for you! No, you don't! I'm all yours! We're going to gut you, you son! Show what you're made of! Fuck you! No, no! Fuck! What do you want? We're gonna gut you, you horse. You wanna try me? I'm all yours. Ha! Ah!
Quick! Quick!
They've been bringing in loads of awesome. My respects.
God bless.
So, how's your work coming on?
What's it to you?
Get lost. Kiss my arse.
Take care for now.
Deal. What would you like?
Greetings, blacksmith. How's it going?
What can I say? It's all shit. I'm getting old, and my hammer feels... But my apprentice Matthias, on the other hand, that lad could... Just look at this dagger he made me. Have you ever...
Well, I have to say, I expected more.
What do you mean more, you bastard? Do you even know anything about smithing?
Well, I'll say. I've forged all sorts of things in my life. Daggers like that are 10 a groschen.
Know what, you master of masters? I bet my apprentice is a better blacksmith than you. What do you say?
How would a bet like that work?
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit and forge a hunting sword. Matthias is just working on one now. And if you forge a better one, you'll get both swords.
And of course, you'll be the judge.
Well, of course.
And what if my sword is...
Then you lose and I keep the groschen. What else? Am I supposed to... Do you take the bet or not?
I accept. I'll knock you down a peg and make some money while I'm...
You haven't won yet. God be with you.
Same to you.
Well, I'm about half done.
Nice out today. Hope it lasts. At your service.
Good doggy.
Good boy.
All right. All done.
How are things at home? What can I do for you?
I brought you the hunting sword.
Aye, I saw you work. You shouldn't hunch over the anvil so much. Your back will ache when you're as old as I am.
Right. Thanks for the advice. Can we get on with our bet?
All right, all right. Wait here. I'll go and fetch Matthias, and we'll see which one of you is the better blacksmith. Well then, let's see what you made.
Feast your eyes.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, Master.
Let's see here. That's impossible. Such balance. I'm sorry, Matthias, but his sword is better.
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasting your talent here. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell. He's the best armorsmith in the region. He might take you on as his apprentice.
Thanks for the advice. But where's my prize?
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly, Master. And you, give me the sword.
What? Forget it. That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway. It may look nice, but if we're fighting with them, I'd slice you to ribbons.
Very well. If you want to get your ass kicked on top of all that, I'll be happy to oblige.
Don't get too cocky now. We'll see who'll be picking their teeth up off the ground.
Break a leg, Matthias.
Fuck you, whoreson! Mercy! Leave me be!
We're done here.
Did you really have to come and rub it in my face like that? I know I lost.
You may know it, but you haven't paid. I believe you were supposed to give me your sword.
Here, choke on it.
Nothing special, but maybe I'll get a few groschen for it.
I hope someone stabs you with it.
How can I help?
What do you... Word about the price.
You see? I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Good to see you.
Cheers.
Where do you think you're going?
My humble respect.
God be with you, sir.
How's it going here?
Kona, the blacksmith's wife, came by my place. She's always having trouble with her little ones. She told me about it a while back, and now she's... And she mentioned she was looking for some muscle from out... You're an outsider, and you look like you're gonna...
That sounds interesting. What do you have for... I'd like to just... What would you say?
That's... Finally. Thank you, and come again, sir.
My humble... What will it be?
What's new?
These days, there's mainly been talk about scuffles between the Kuttenberg. I don't know what it's about, but I heard it has something to do with their tradition. If you're interested, go and see the... And...
Interesting. Can I spend the... I'll pay you well.
Forgive me.
That doesn't matter. Let's agree.
You won't... Thank you.
Show me your... I'd like to just... What would you...
That's more... Yes, see? Thank you, sir.
And come again. I didn't mean it like that, of course.
Well, but I reckon you're right. Prayer's the only thing that can help me now.
Go! Die! Quick! Die! Ka!
Oh,
Ka! Ka!
whoa!
Last year, 2 of my sheep died on account of...
Couldn't you have brought them a little cold water?
Of course I brought them some, but they didn't drink it. It was thick as shit. It sounds like you're strange. I don't think you're invisible to everyone else.
Shit! That was close.
You fucker!
I've been attacked, help!
Slice him up! Oh, good strike!
Hey, I need a hand here.
Thank you!
You're finished, dumb rubber! Fuck! Another one!
And at the dawn of the 7th day...
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just thanking you. If it was...
Ah, don't mention it.
So valiant and yet so...
Worthy of...
The rare opportunity I purvey wares from the most mysterious ends of the earth. The water of life. All this could be yours.
I think I'll be going.
What the... So it was you?
Whoa! Whoa! Go! Quick! Go! Ka! Ka! Quick! Da! Go! Quick! Da!
My humble respect.
You have a fine...
Next time.
Good to see you, friend. What are you whistling for? What does that mutt want over here? Call off that dog!
Quick! Go! Ka!
Whoa, whoa.
Greetings.
Good day. I'm at your service, sir.
Give a suffering woman a few coins.
Greetings, my...
What's new in town?
Well, 2 German sword fighters are staying... I think that lot is some kind of dispute. If that's of any interest to you, they mostly hang out on merchants. And there's a woman doing up some old building in the Hoprink. Maybe try asking Gelstuck. He owns the Zum Eisner Adler. He's offering a little job. And if you... And not just mine. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. I need a place.
It would be an... And for how... I'll give you my best...
Let's talk about... What would you...
Look. Agreed then. Your bed's ready, and the...
Where can I find my...
On the 2nd floor, right across from the stairs. There's a green wreath on the...
What's new in...
Nothing much. See you later, my friend. Stop that whistling. You silly doggy.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Christ! What the? It's filthy again. Damn it. Here we are. Well, this doesn't seem too bad. Why is this all sticky?
A word about the...
Now that... Aye. Pleasure doing business. God be with you.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
I'm sorry.
How's your sister?
I'm sorry.
Christ! Pardon me.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Hey! You're awesome! Careful, me!
At your service.
Getting old. My God, what's taking so long? Pissing down rain again. When he's gone.
You should get another puppy. Everyone needs something.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Take care.
Bye. God be with you. Here it comes.
At your service, sir.
Good boy.
My God, lad.
Time again. Tell me then, what did he give you for it?
Sure.
What are you here for?
You dubbed me in.
I'll have a look.
Crazy? What can you do, sir?
Why would I drop?
I'd like to buy a horse.
That's right. The Gutenberg horse market it's important and demand. So if you're interested in a horse, tell me exactly what.
I already have a horse.
If you're buying a new horse, you won't want to pay for the old one's upkeep. That stands to reason. So the answer is, I'll put a value on your horse and deduct it from the. And if the value of your horse happens to be higher than the price of the one you want, but I hardly think, given the quality of our. Anyway, down to.
Yes.
Excellent. Thankfully, you're not one of those idiots who chooses a horse.
What's Pisek?
He's one of the stallions that Lord Peter of Pisek maybe to remind him of his Pisek is also and horses from Pisek are It's only a slight exaggeration to say that they cost as much as the Pisek, but he's a fearless warhorse, and his kind are hard.
Well, I don't see why I should pay Pisek. Is this enough?
You really... I reckon even Sir Peter would be satisfied.
As he should be.
One of my assistants can... In the meantime, I'll record it in the register. Then I'll teach you how to... May she serve you well.
Remind me.
It works fine. One look large. As for saddle, unlike this, that means...
That all sounds...
Everything all right, eh?
Careful.
How can I help?
What do you...
Word about the... Well... Very well. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
God bless you, sir.
Good to see you, friend.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm sorry.
Something you won't believe. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing.
May God give you health, sir.
For the love of Christ.
God be with you.
Can I eat?
We'd be... And for how... I'll give you...
Let's... How's this?
That's more... Agreed then. Your bed's ready.
Work?
Easy. You just go upstairs, and immediately on the...
What for?
Welcome, sir.
Careful. Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
They say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a mystery.
That's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning.
He had his whole life in front of him. The next thing you know, he's being buried.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild, even for me.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner's got a sense of humour.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So, goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
Do you remember how we were tortured in Trotsky?
That's not something that's easy to forget.
Istvan asked us about Liechtenstein, and we revealed to him that he's here. Istvan sent Eric to tell von Burgov about it. His life might be in danger because of us.
All right, but who is he and what is he doing here?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noble men's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
My humble respect.
I'll be right with you. Oh, wow.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
What's that got to do with me? If you want to nose around here, you'll have to go through Chenyek.
Could you tell me more about this Chenyek?
In case you haven't caught on yet, he's not likely to tell you much. He's got this place.
Could you tell me more?
In case you haven't caught,
And where can I find?
He'll be here somewhere. He usually.
Right. A regular for life and beyond. A regular for life and beyond.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
What would you like?
I'm looking for a fella.
You'd be surprised.
So you know where I can.
Look here, youngster, whether I know him or...
I might be a stranger, yeah.
Well, that's true enough. This alehouse hasn't stood here, although some of the guests, if you need something, and he might even tell you something about that bot.
You're talking as if he's not here.
Kurva. Just go and see Chenyek. I don't know nothing.
I need a plate.
It would, and...
Oh! Let's... Is this...
Look, I knew your bed's...
What's new?
Oh, there was this bloke. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. I think he said he lived in the inn, and that
doesn't sound bad.
The guest rooms are upstairs.
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
Who are you?
Well...
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of... Although folk usually think we don't... Grand.
I'll fit right in here. After all, I'm in the trade.
Funny, I ain't seen your mug before, though.
No, I ain't from this neck of the woods. I do business mostly out of Colleen, only the catchpoles there are on my heels. I done in this fucker what owed me a pile of glint, only the bugger turns out to be the son of a councillor, so I needs to lay low for a bit, see? A mate of mine sent me to see Goatskin. Says he owes him from way back and he'd get me fixed up like...
One of ours from Colleen. Well, that's another story. Our doors is always open to you fellas. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here?
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him up, he didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn. We reckoned he made a score and just want...
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wound. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse mark. He goes after drunks. So I'd try asking...
All right. What does he look like, though?
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of...
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner, and then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-wit. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Poverty and modesty are the sole and true virtues in a Christian's life. Even the church is supposed to be poor.
Nicely put, but wrong. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all, so that in the end the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with purifying fire.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
And then I'll get cheaper beer, and you'll let me borrow your loaded dice?
Ha! You missed these people here by half a century. We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the Guild.
To the Guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I'm sorry.
Did you put perfume on?
They had 2 collections just like it already. There are still
A fountain?
Thanks for the herbal.
Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Herbal brew? I didn't send you any herbal brew.
Yes, you did.
I'll fucking hurt you, so help me God.
Go fuck yourself. I owe you.
Look, man.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
I don't know him. But this is a miner's tavern. They'll know better than... Or Wayman, the innkeeper, might know. God be with you, good sir.
Come on, then.
What was that sound?
What? Was that you?
Hey?
Why did you do that?
What are you doing?
What would you like?
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Goatskin? That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then, but he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here. Some Gluck.
Goatskin's German? I didn't know that.
Goatskin's above all a slippery bastard who can't be trusted. I've no idea what language he speaks. What I do know is he likes robbing Deutscher merchants. And they don't come in here.
It sounds like you're not too fond of Germans.
It's the local yakkers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home. If you ain't, then fuck off.
Any idea where I might find Goatskin, then?
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hrada Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there, and some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least. Since I gave you the goods, I helped you out, didn't I? Don't be a pinch.
What do you... I'd like to do something...
Well...
What would you...
That's... I was glad to be of help to you, good sir. What will it...
What's new in...
Nothing much, if you're lucky.
I'm at your
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to, from all over the place, but mainly Lausitz, unfortunately.
How come?
I dunno, but it's a pity. Merchants tend to... They'll come back that, but there's one who ain't Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him.
He just drinks...
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every...
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin. Take care, sir.
What would you like?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
I'll go and sort things out with him. By hand.
So you should. And give him 1 or 2 for me too, the bastard. If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German
What do you think? No, because words...
And is Udo here?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the...
You know Goatskin, see?
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe...
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who...
Thanks.
You're welcome. And have a word with... I reckon he'd be keen to...
I need a...
What a lip...
Do you have some pretty girl?
Don't worry. Once my girls get there...
I can't wait.
Great. But it'll cost...
Let's talk...
Certainly.
Do you accept?
That's more like... Excellent.
Ugh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Hey! You've no business here. Are you looking to steal something? Do you want me to go for the guards? Apologize and pay up right now.
I'm sure we can sort this out.
I won't... Have you causing trough up some coin?
I apologise, ma'am.
Very well then. I'll be sure to...
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
Stop. What have I done now? The guests aren't happy with you. They say you're too bashful.
Good afternoon.
Have you got anything good to...
Of course I do, handsome.
As long as you're working in
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go.
You are a piece of meat.
It'll make you feel real good. But now, how do you like to have...
Why not?
He doesn't stink.
While I'm here?
And happy.
It looks like nothing's missing.
What's the hold up, innkeeper?
What are you doing here?
What a stink! I hope it's not me.
Greetings.
I'm looking for a fella called Goats.
Aye, he turns up. The bastard's ruining my business. Two of my...
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Ghost.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find... That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it. But we all know she's walking out.
I thought you bathhouse girls...
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, she can marry that cripple for all I care. But when he robs our guests, and she should grab him by the balls... Oh.
Is that all you know about...
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here...
Thanks, then.
If you find him, God be with you.
So, grüß Gott. Was brauchst du, mein...
Greetings.
What? Wer bist du?
I'm Heinrich, von Skalitz.
I'm Udo, from Taubisch. Nein, Tauberhofs, Heim. Scheiße. Aus Tauberbischofsheim.
Aha. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Herr Udo.
Ebenfalls. Spielst du Würfel? Dice. You want to play?
Let's play some dice.
Ja. Sehen, mein Herr.
Heute werde ich Glück haben. I can feel it in my bones. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
I'll have some wine.
Das ist nicht möglich.
Verdammt nochmal. So, shall we play?
Why not?
Ah.
But I'm not here for a bath today.
What can I do for you then?
Well, when I got home smelling all nice, my wife guessed straight away.
Oh, Fortuna. Möge der beste Mann gewinnen.
I wouldn't wish being on the receiving end of her fury on anyone. One beer. Worse.
Oh,
She
success!
wants me to give her the money I spend here.
We don't return money. After all, there's no reason why we should.
What if I did some work for you?
That's different. You can chop wood and bring it in, empty the tubs and scrub them, shovel sand down the latrine, and then fill the tubs with fresh water.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll try to smooth things out with my wife instead.
Schön.
God bless you.
Was ist los? Oh, it's all yours.
I'm a bit peckish.
Diese. Schön. Mein Gott! Your turn. Here. Like this.
Pour me one.
Ha ha!
Ha 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 ha! Wunderbar! Noch einmal?
Why not?
Ah.
I'll have a beer.
Ich hoffe, das Glück steht mir bei. Show me what you've got, lad.
To your health, my friends. A large beer
Here.
for me.
Schön. Nein, gar nichts. I'm done. Gutes Spiel, Mann.
Verdammt, so. Ha. Trinken.
Listen.
Aus Taverbe.
Where is it you're from?
Gott im Himmel. I have already.
Ah, right.
Lang.
I...
Exakt. Ich auch.
What are you doing in Curtin?
Earning Geld.
Holes?
Holz.
You bring...
Ja, ja. But not just...
I didn't expect to meet a German who's...
There.
Do you know...
Ein gutes Kind?
No.
Ah, ja.
Ah. It's been a pleasure.
Klar. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr. Möge Gott mit dir sein.
Always welcome, good sir.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. And the ink...
You're damn right I do. That lousy bastard robs my customers. What's worse, word's got around already. If you get a...
I need him to tell me something. But once I've got hold of him...
That's a generous offer. But to tell the truth, the damn...
What are you after, then?
Besides the Germans. Goatskin? And I reckon he has friends in high places.
How will it help you?
Schindel complained to the council mainly because Goatskin nicked some... So if you tracked down his things and...
Any idea?
No idea. But he said something about
I'll see if I can...
Great. If you find anything, take it straight to Schindel.
Right, you are. Now, about that goat...
What do you want to know?
Do you know where to...
Not the faintest idea. I asked at the Black Horse.
What did they tell you?
They claimed not to know anything.
Have you ever seen him up close?
Like any other tramp. Filthy and disgusting. And he's got it. I reckon that's where his wits fell out. And he's hardly got any...
You wouldn't happen to have a German?
I reckon not. But I'm not sure.
I'll go and look...
Aye. If you do find...
Right.
Bis bald.
What
are
is
you
it?
trying to pull,
Why are
you
skulk- I'm
scoundrel?
sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm expecting an important visitor, and I want you to take good care of him.
Just point him out, and I'll treat him like a king.
God be with you.
I'm looking for a fella called Goats.
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking. I've heard the name, though. He's some vagabond.
Aye, that's him.
I don't mix with his sort, so I reckon I can't help. Go and see Madam. Take care.
You could work direct.
God be with...
I'm looking for...
Everyone knows him.
Any idea what...
No chance. Maybe someone at the Black Horse knows him?
Thanks.
It was good to see you, my friend.
A blessed...
I'm looking for a
Don't think so.
Some vague...
Do I look that rough? Like a girl who... If you're looking for low life, go the tavern on Opry.
Thanks.
Farewell, my friend. Greetings.
I'm looking for a goat.
No, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with... I couldn't care less.
But I do. And the girl's here.
So, you're not here to have a... I know Goatskin. But don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low.
Why is he hiding?
How should I know? He's never far...
Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, that's why he's hiding.
How about some coin?
I take coin for a lot of things.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
No, you don't.
You see? I'm trying to help Goatskin. But I can't do that if I don't know where he is.
Help him? With what?
With this... situation he's in. It's complicated. And the less you know, the better.
All right. I understand. He gets me into enough trouble as it is.
There you go. So where's he hiding?
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind... Help him, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
Farewell, sir.
Grüß Gott.
Listen.
Aus Taverbischofsheim.
Where is it you're...
Gott im Himmel.
Ah.
La.
It's been a pleasure.
Klar. Bis bald.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Greetings.
Good day.
Ugh, what a mess.
It happens. Just watch where you
At your service, sir.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. But how to get in there?
You made a fool of yourself. What am I supposed to do?
What is it you need?
Did you drink away your hose?
No, I just... Sorry. Excuse me. Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
God be with you. Keep the peace. We'll Excuse me. Nein.
Put some clothes on.
Aye, I was just changing clothes. Right away.
Can I help you?
Wie geht's?
Would you repeat?
Ausgezeichnet. Du hast ein gutes Geschäft.
Look who we have here. You must be Goatskin, eh?
What? What are you doing here?
What do you think? Looking for you.
But I'm hiding. I shouldn't be talking to anyone.
But I found you. So you're not hidden anymore. I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll...
I get that. But do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough.
I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. If you help me...
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still...
Coin shouldn't be a problem. I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
But it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
Aye, but you're thinking of the band that used to be there. Now it's my comrades who have it under their thumb. Just tell them Henry sent you, and they'll let you stay a while. If you help me, that is.
That don't sound too bad. Folks...
Just some information.
All right. What do you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some noble.
I was doing nothing, but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Who is this Samuel?
He just hired me. He's one of them lot. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find...
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grape. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like, watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our...
Have you ever heard the name...
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this... What's his name? Lichtenstein.
What exactly did he say?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as...
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like... I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who...
And what went on?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I was good at that.
And there's another thing. Those things... what happened to them? Where?
In them secret, you know...
Tunnels. Secret passage.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash and just knowing your way round, you know, underground like. That'll...
Walk around underground? How are you going to...
Look, if I tell you... Wait...
Look, Goatskin, just because I was nice to you once, doesn't mean you can fuck with me now. Tell me what you know right this instant, or I'm going to lose my temper.
Well, no need to fly off the...
Goatskin, spit it out!
Aye, all right. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like...
A treasure map?
No. I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't...
Big difference.
I flogged it to this thief.
Called himself?
Aye. He was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. But watch out. The gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through. I'd better be off.
Off you go. Goatskin, there's another thing. I'd like to learn...
What is this? Excuse me. respects. My respects.
You got a moment, lad?
What would you like?
I don't want to yell. Come closer. You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyet talked the head off you?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society. It's just bullshit. By the way.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyet talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it. It's every man for himself down here. And Chenyet just gives it...
Are you saying he lied?
More like, he didn't tell you that I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of the kind of wine that I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying.
Well, I'll stick to what... I'm not complicating it by Steve.
Well...
Chenyet said you could give me some
All that talk about it, but when it comes to lockpicks, here's something you might...
Thank you.
Excuse me.
You're always welcome here.
Can't leave now.
God give you...
My humble respects.
Good boy. So many homes.
Shalem, what do you want?
I'll have a look.
Nothing to your liking, sir. What kind of Hamid was thinking here? Such a mess.
That's that.
A pest. You're always welcome here, good sir.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
What do you think Goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a Goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for a John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because I know a lot as well. Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star, and that is a problem in this case.
I understand.
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or...
I've never heard anything like that before.
You must be deaf then. In any case, that is how it is. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day according to my calendar, or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right, so they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today. If you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
You'll keep your end of the deal, I hope.
Don't worry. I keep my promises.
My respects.
We're open! Fresh goods! One beer! What do you need?
The finest. Look, quality good.
For some fine.
Where did you get that new bench?
Greetings.
You're in the clear.
Well, did you get it sorted out?
Great prices.
We've got in.
Good to see you.
Greetings. Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Gurwell, what are you doing, Moisha?
Foot's a capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Torta man.
I feel quite hungry!
Come on. Useless.
Come on, then.
Oh, wanker!
Wait, wait! Don't kill him! You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal. We have some of your people. We can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. Not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort. And bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman? On the gallows for poaching?
It was a mistake, of course. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fellow who fucked us right up, and von Bergov's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
Aye. He's called Jan Zizka, of Trotsnov.
Well, blow me down. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Thank you. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I don't like pain, that's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you move in certain circles.
And?
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell three of us conquer a fortress, and one of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days. What are you doing?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Jobst's plan will work?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least 2 plans, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property to him. They can't do much on their own, but if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews. And probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or someone here. Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berghoff. So I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berghoff?
Sadly, they do. Von Berghoff instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Colleen.
Why would he need convincing? You said he had had a serious quarrel with Sigismund.
Sigismund has made many enemies in Kuttenberg. He kicked off important burghers from the council, confiscated patricians' property, and imposed taxes and duties on them. But he's not stupid. He hasn't completely beggared anyone, so they'd still have a lot to lose if they confronted him directly.
He just made them fear him.
I'd rather call it caution, but you're essentially right. It's complicated. This isn't chess, and the lords aren't all black or white. Each of them has their own interests. Just because they can't stomach Sigismund doesn't mean they'll side with us.
So you're sending me there to find out where he stands?
You could say that. I suspect he might be inclined to ally with us, but as I said, nothing is certain. If it works out, it will be a great accomplishment. Kunzlin was respected among the former councillors.
Oh, fine. Good.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget, I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malashov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
He's one of them! Get him! You're not mine! Ow! Keep going! Get him! Slice him up! Come on! Now I'll show you! Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You all right, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa, my God, you're hurt.
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
We'll have to untie your hands then. What should I do?
There might be something. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake dye. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Then why hasn't Sigismund heard about it?
Simple allegations aren't enough to charge someone with such a serious crime. We need evidence.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Where can I find...
You'll find Christian at the estate by the Horshan.
Well, what should I say to...
Via...
And what about the corpses here?
I'll do everything I can to avoid it. That's why we need to God be with you. God be with you.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Greetings to you. Good day to you.